Good afternoon. Welcome to the meeting of the Orange County Industrial Corp. Audit Committee. Today is Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and we've just concluded the OCFC meeting, and we are now into the IDA portion. Jim, if we can have a roll call, please, Bill?
Sure. Susan Walski.
Here.
Dean Tambury.
Here.
Mark Green.
Here.
Three committee members are present. For staff, myself, Bill Fioravanti, Marty Barras, Dylan Burke is handling our audio visual. We also have our general counsel, Rudy Zoda, our external CFO, Shannon Manisi from RBT CPAs, and our New York State Monitor, Mr. Brian Sandwich.
Thank you. And the meeting was properly noticed on their website and is available here in everybody's packets. Enclosing your packets are the minutes from the May 7th, 2025 Audit Committee meeting. There was the correction made to them, as noted in those minutes. Can I have a motion to approve the minutes as presented? Motion by Mark.
Second.
Second by Mr. Tambury. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, gentlemen. New business. Audit RFP. In your packet, there is paperwork detailing what a request for proposals. And hoping you've had a chance to review it, I would like a motion to approve that this be presented to the full IDA board for their approval. Motion Mark.
Second.
Second Dean. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Our other part of new business is our local labor policy, and I'm going to read the proposed update to the labor policy. So it's noted on the public records. And this is a recommendation from Anshin, our state monitor.
Yes.
We recommend updating the OCIDA labor policy to make the documentation of good faith efforts a mandatory requirement. This would ensure a more transparent and consistent approach in tracking efforts to engage local labor and vendors, and would provide a clear record for review and compliance purposes. This would also need to go before the full board for approval. I am looking for a motion that we recommend these changes to the full board.
Before we do that, may I ask, could we ask our monitor, Brian Sandwich, if he wants to give any color to that as to really the basis for it?
Sure. Mr. Sandvich?
Sure. The idea there is it adds transparency, and ultimately, if you have someone that is going to either need a waiver or is in violation of it, you've got documentation in order for the board to make a determination if there's going to be a penalty or an award, or a waiver on it. You would have the documentation as to why they could not comply with the local requirement.
Okay.
And how's that different from now?
I have to pull it current one to read it.
Well,
And Brian,
yeah.
what are your feelings of how the current policy is insufficient in that regard?
You weren't tracking on a form the efforts that either a contractor or the project was doing for it. So this would give you all of that information on like the state's GFE form that they have for other projects. So the idea would be is when someone came in for either a waiver or if there was an issue and there was going to be a penalty, you would have all the information that they reached out, they talked to local labor, and here's the reasons why they could not comply with that, and you'd have all of that documentation.
Rather than just a verbal.
What other IDAs in the state do this?
A lot of them have the form, the GFE, the good faith efforts form that they have, that they use for their labor and for their workforce compliance.
Well, I realize.
And also for their and also for the business.
A lot seems rather nebulous. Do you have specifics?
I can send you over the form, specifics of other IDAs that are using it. I could check with the ones that we do.
me some names, please.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not
Yeah, I
familiar.
think it would be helpful to review the form.
Okay, well, I don't think we're gonna be adopting the form unless it's been reviewed first by this committee and then proposed to the full board. I think, baby steps.
Mm.
Today is just about changing that. If nobody's comfortable presenting that to the full board, we most certainly can table this until our next meeting when we have more data.
And we will likely be scheduling another audit committee meeting in November after we've received the RFP responses.
Yeah, so
So,
I leave it up to you gentlemen, where is your comfort level?
I would like to see the form, and I would like to also know specific IDAs in the state that use this.
Okay, Dean, any input?
I mean, this is supposed to just reinforcing what we have, correct?
yes,
Correct.
correct.
Obviously, we should see the form, but this is to reinforce what we currently have. And do we have a project, if this doesn't change until November, or we don't have the form, is there a project that this may affect prior to that?
Not before then, no, I don't believe so. We only have projects that have not closed yet on their incentives, and we have others before us in terms of considering the incentive packages for them, so no, by November, this will not be an issue.
There's nobody
So
mid-ground.
this isn't like
Yeah.
something that's like of urgency as of right now?
Right.
It's not like,
Urgency.
what have we done the last 3 years? I mean,
Right.
it's
I
not,
understand.
but I wanna see other
No, no,
specific
I just-
names of other IDAs doing this.
Okay, that's a fair enough question. So, can I have a motion to table this item of business to be continued at our next meeting?
I make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
So this new business is tabled until our next meeting.
Got it. And I'll be in touch with everyone to schedule a November audit committee meeting that will allow us to, once we have this information and we have the RFP responses in hand.
Okay, great. With that being said, that is the end of our agenda for this afternoon. Can I please have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion by Mark,
Second.
second by Dean. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.